Okay, team, we made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land. Hell yeah!
I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible.
It's perfectly fine to be emotional about it. But it's not over yet. There's two things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Maxwell, we decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship. That's ridiculous. What are we? You're embarrassing cargo now?
All right. And what about the other thing?
Okay, here comes problem number 2. I learned some disturbing things about Maxwell's experiments, and I'm not sure we can trust him to stick to his word and keep you safe from harm. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the Rupidium on board. Ally Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety.
Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed. Are you willing to confront a military unit?
I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this. How about we negotiate? I could talk to them calmly, reasonably. We could sneak up on them. Use the element of surprise. They don't know what to expect out here. Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We could use that to our advantage.
Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. That's the procedure, and they will have to follow it.
Okay, so maybe we could hide outside, wait until they enter the base, and lock them in somehow.
And? What next?
What do you think? Get the fuck out of here.
Locking them inside the base and taking off without them would be a death sentence. But before they die, they'd have enough time to contact Earth and warn everybody. If we're really considering going to war with them, I'd say there's a much safer way to handle it.
Such as?
We could blow up the base with the rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare.
Now, hold on a minute. It's brutal, but it's either them or us. We shouldn't hold back, not now. Explosives are reliable. And he's right. They're not hard to make. I vote against it. Not only is it immoral, but it's also a straight path to prison.
Of course, we could look for a non-violent option, one that would spare their lives.
What are you talking about?
We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them, like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it, devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you.
Gas mask?
A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee you'll have an opportunity to do that.
It's too risky. What if you get caught? The sun is not going to wait for us. We need to be ready. Okay, I get it. But we have to decide on something.
If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision. The success of the mission.
No. Your safety is what matters most to me, and you have our loyalty.
Okay. Whatever you decide, right now we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another. What then?
We need to take control of that ship somehow.
Which will probably mean we'll have to craft an autopilot device. connect it to the onboard computer, and override the coordinates of our destination.
Let's just fucking get on with it then. We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board.
I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation?
Yeah, I did. And I figured we should sneak you in with our most precious cargo. Rapidium.
A Rapidium arc with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
You mean some kind of magic cabinet shit?
That's it. We need to create a fake Rapidium arc. A Trojan horse Rapidium arc.
Let's just not get carried away with the mythological references. It's the kind of bravado I'm allergic to. Yeah, I like it. That's settled. Do we have everything?
Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship, steer it wherever we want. What next, Jan? You really thought this through? You said you'd get us to safety, buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. You can be put on trial. Are you sure you want to do this? Suffer the consequences if they catch you?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we're not going to be able to brainstorm everything out, right? Some things are just out of our control. That's scary, but I guess it's true.
Well, well, well. Look who's gained a new outlook on reality.
Let's just do what we do best. I'll activate the beacon, and then we get to work. I second that. Enough talking.
Yes. No time to waste.
They'll make you come alive one day. They'll make you step inside to make you pay. So don't get stuck in pride, my love, when you'll be watching me from far above. As long as they come, hold your balls to break 'em. Only when the day come, you can sail away, my child, my dear, my child, my love, my love. They'll take you far away, my king. They'll take you places you never Don't get lost in thought, my dear. Wrapped in finest cloth and finest silk. As long as they come, hold your bones to break 'em. Only when the day come, you can sail away, my child, my dear, my child, my love, my love.
Lucas. It's good to hear from you.
Jan, did you manage to get rid of that barrier?
Yeah, the ship's gonna be here anytime now. Have you thought about helping me out?
I have. And it's a big favor to ask. But I thought it over after we talked. I have something to confess. It's not easy, but I lied to you about not remembering that patient. 313. I lied to myself because I didn't want to remember.
So, what happened?
One day they just carried him out in a plastic bag. And I was told to erase any traces of his existence from the database. Simple as that. Then I got a call from a woman who was asking about her son and demanding medical data. She was very agitated, but I just hung up. Then there were other calls about other patients. Again, I ignored them. I wanted to believe in Maxwell's vision so bad. I guess I just preferred to be blind to everything that was going on. Right under my nose. But yeah, I think people did lose their minds. And some even lost their lives. All this time I was aware of it, and I feel so bad about it.
Man, that's a heavy thing to admit. And I know it took courage.
It's good to get it off my chest. And I know one thing. I don't want to do that anymore. Be part of something I don't approve of. And the least I can do is help you to get your alters somewhere far away, where they have a chance to escape to freedom. We'll let Ally Corp retrieve the Rapidium when they find the ship eventually. Your alters deserve to live. And you deserve to choose their fate.
Thanks, Lucas. Let's do it. I know how much you're risking.
Yeah. Yeah, I am risking a lot. Maybe more than you know. But you risked a lot too. Just because I asked you to. And I think I've learned something from you, Jan.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Sometimes you just have to shut your eyes and do the dangerous thing.
Doesn't sound like something Grandma would approve of.
I don't know. Maybe you'll get a chance to ask her yourself. I'm saving a spot for you in her calendar.
All right. We'd better get down to it then.
Yeah, right. In that case, I'll need you to prepare something for me. Because I'm not going to be able to use codes from Maxwell to hack the ship's autopilot system. You're going to have to give me a way in.
What do you need?
A rat.
A what?
A remote access transmitter. All you'll need to do is activate it once you're on board and align it with the ship's frequency.
Sounds simple enough. But where will you put the ship down?
That depends on the weather and have some ideas.
Lucas?
Good luck.
I'm done here. Want me to take care of this now? Yeah, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet. Okay, I'm done. I can do this now. Hey, what's on your mind?
I have to say, I keep thinking about what we achieved, materializing the intro and keeping it stable.
Yeah. What a stunt, huh?
It was much more than that. And it wouldn't be possible without what you did back there, with the quantum computer. You weren't afraid to change, and that let you become more confident with who you are. I'd like you to know that ever since we got out of the sandstorm, something's been preoccupying me. Maybe earlier I'd have ignored it, since it's not directly related to our mission, but I started wondering, what if a change of approach could reveal new paths of reasoning before me? Just like it happened for you. I think I might want to open up to that.
Well. Glad I could finally teach you something. What's so interesting?
This planet, its close relationship to the interval. It's one thing that everything here is connected to the presence of Rapidium, but I have a nagging sensation that there could be more to it.
Like what?
It's too early to speculate, but I have some theories, and I believe I could prove them. I observed some curious telemetry readings from a nearby area. I must say, they're intriguing. Like I said, it's pure speculation at this point, but, well, you may laugh if you want, but I feel that I should explore that place. Call it intuition.
Wow, that sounds baffling. You sure got me hooked.
Yes, I must admit a hunch is not something I would usually consider a strong argument. And I don't understand it myself, but this time, well, maybe there is something rational there, but I'm just not seeing it yet. What I'm trying to say is something mysterious is urging me to explore that place, and I do not want to resist it. I already plotted a route I could take, but I'm going to need something from you.
What's that?
Remember those superconductive polymers? Well, I'm going to need some more of them.
Sounds intriguing. You got my attention.
I'm not ready to discuss the details just yet, but I promise to share everything I found after I come back. The whole excursion shouldn't take me longer than a day.
Still, what if you got lost? The radiation will kill you if you don't come back on time.
I won't get lost. Don't worry. So, about those polymers?
Let me see what I can do.
Of course. Just please don't postpone it forever. I know this planet hasn't revealed all its secrets yet, and leaving without ever finding out what they are would haunt me forever, or however long I get.
thought I could do this now.
Okay, I've got those polymers you wanted for your little secret project.
You don't have to be so condescending. You either believe in it or not. Make up your mind.
Go and check it out then.
Thank you. I was hoping you'd understand.
Did you want something from me? Yes. I've been waiting for you. You're nearing the end of your mission. We are nearing the end of our mission. You've made some difficult choices on the way, and I realized even though it is my job to be here for the whole crew in stressful times, we've never really talked about you. Your struggles during this journey, your hopes, regrets, fears. Would you like to talk about it, Yacht? You mean like in a therapy session? What else? Yeah, I think I really need that. Thanks. Good. So, what do you want to talk about? You. My altars. What feelings do we, your altars, evoke in you? Happiness. I feel happy to have you, be around you. You're not just versions of me. You're my friends. That sounds like something good. Yeah. Yeah, it is good. But it's coming to an end, right? I'm worried we'll have to part. Yeah, I don't like that either. But if you visualize yourself back on Earth after this is over, imagine we're no longer with you. How does that feel? I feel sad. What if that's what you were really meant to learn on this mission? That sadness is actually okay. I never really understood what it was. I think I always confused it with anger. Well, you won't anymore. I guess it doesn't seem so bad now. That sounds like real progress, Jan. What else do you have thoughts about? The future. Getting back to Earth. What's troubling you about it? All the rupidium we've collected, where will it go in the end? What purpose will it serve? What will happen to the world? I'm not sure I made the right decisions. Until now, it seemed so surreal to me that the actions of one simple man, me, can really shape the future of the Earth. Now that it's occurred to me, it's beginning to scare me. You know by now how it is with decisions. We never know if they're right while we're making them. All we can do is follow our good judgment. You had reasons to make the decisions you did. Maybe you should trust your judgment a little more. Yeah. Maybe. Grass is always greener, huh? Exactly. So, what else is troubling you? Nothing. That's it. Thanks for the session. Sure. I'll send you the bill. Jan Dolsky charging himself for therapy. What would your supervisor say? I don't know how she'd react, but I know what I want to say. Whatever happens, I'm glad you brought me along for this ride. I guess this is my way of saying thank you. something I gotta tell you. What's on your mind? Our Brainiac. He's not come back from that little excursion of his. You know what that means, don't you? No. No. No, it can't be true. He must have had an accident or something. There's only one kind of accident you can have out there. A fatal one. But he couldn't have just... He's the scientist. He always thinks of something. Look at me, man. He's a goner. We won't ever see those nerdy classes again. There's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet. Can't believe we're leaving this. Hey, you're back. I thought I'd lost you. Relax. I'm not that easy to get rid of. How is that possible? You were outside for the whole night in lethal radiation. How the hell did you survive? I found the planet's secret. I found it, Jan. And my word, was it worth it. Every day, every hour of this journey, each problem we struggled with to get here, I found our reward. Well, what is it? What did you find? Words can't describe it. You should see it for yourself. I've marked the coordinates on your map. Just go and check it out. I'll call you once you get there.
That's what he needed those polymers for. So, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Not a bad sight, is it?
It's incredible. Is that water?
Yes, I analyzed it. I spent the whole night down in that valley. My radiation sensor didn't spike once. It's like a whole different ecosystem in that area. The atmosphere is different, and there's life in the water and around it. Not just plants, but microorganisms. And it's real. Not a proximity plane, not a potential landscape, but true material reality here and now.
But the sun, doesn't it burn everything on the surface?
That, my friend, is the most interesting part. Come back to the base and we'll talk.
Some discovery. An oasis? In the middle of this place? How the hell does it even exist? It's as much a mystery to me as it is to you. What if this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to what Rapidium can do? I knew this planet held secrets, but I didn't expect it to host such marvels. It seems the vegetation in that valley gets annihilated every time the sun rises, but reappears shortly afterward to rapidly regrow again and breed life. Some people would say it's a miracle, but I've never believed in miracles. And neither did I. Yes, there has to be an explanation. I've gathered some clues. The modified composition of the atmosphere in that area, the lack of nighttime radiation, and I have a theory. I've called it the theory of continuity. Wow, you already thought of a catchy name. The main assumption is that with every alternation, the oasis is reborn in a more progressed state than it was in the previous cycle. And that by somehow remembering the state in which it died, it starts over from that point, only to move forward. Constant evolution. A relay of life defying the obliterating forces of this star system. It might be expanding, who knows? Maybe one day it will cover the whole surface of this planet. And then what? I don't know. Progress even further? Don't forget, its presence is clearly affecting the atmosphere. Maybe it's looking for a way to live forever. Or simply to bear some extraordinary fruit, fertilized by an underground vein for Pydium. Imagine, Jan, what if its existence is somehow related to the veins we've seen in the interval? If only I could find out. See it with my very own eyes. Stay here to witness the upcoming cycle, and the next one, and then the next. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop you right there. I get that it's all very fascinating, but we have a job to do. Maybe one day you'll get a chance to come back, especially for this. But not now. Come on, Jan. Even if I managed to convince someone to finance such an expedition, it would take years, decades, maybe. I don't have that much time. This thing is here, right in front of my nose, and I want to study it. Now. And I'm starting to think this planet is where I was truly born. Everything else was always only in my head. What if I'm not supposed to go back to Earth? What if this is my home, my destiny?
You always were fascinated by this place.
Yes. But don't worry, I wouldn't forget about you and your mission. I could get everything ready for you, then you could let me go. I just need a little time to prepare for the sunrise. I could hide in that shelter the rebels started working on.
So, say you really managed to survive and study this phenomenon. You lived through several cycles of the sun, analyze data, draw conclusions, maybe even come up with a groundbreaking discovery. How are you going to share it with the world? What about what you've always wanted so much? Recognition. What if I was wrong? Driven by the wrong motivation. My ego instead of the truth. Even if it meant staying alone with that truth. Who knows? Maybe that's the only truth there is. The one we have to face alone. Wow. I never thought I'd see the day when emotions cloud your judgment. You of all people. How can you think of staying here when there's so much you can do back on Earth? That's just selfish. Yes, I know. Maybe you are right and I'm just letting this fantasy take over because I'm scared of what the future holds. How will people greet me? Will they let me work or put me in a zoo? Still, of course, it would be almost certain death out here, and the risk of going mad. Oh, I don't know if I can trust my judgment anymore. This is such a new feeling. That's why I'd like you to do something for me. I want you to decide. You created me this way, and the quantum computer chose you to be in charge of this mission. I will accept my fate humbly, whatever you choose it to be. Just remember, if you let me go, I promise to help you get ready first. I can't leave you behind. We're in this together, and I want it to stay like this. I understand. In that case, you have my sword. My intellectual sword, of course. Till the end. And I promise not to have any regrets. All aboard the sarcophagus. I hope you have a smooth ride. You know I always do. Yeah, it was fun knowing you, Jan. After all, that's all that counts. Thanks for providing the fun. The base would have been much more solemn without your laid-back attitude. Let's see if I can be laid back when we land. All in your hands now, Jan. Good luck with everything. So, wish me luck. Good luck, man. Even if we don't make it, the time I spent in this base is worth more than the whole life I remember. You gave me back my self-confidence. That's great. Just remember to keep a low profile out there, okay? I wouldn't want you to get in a mess again. Don't you worry your ugly ass. I'm planning on leading a quiet, peaceful life. As an artisan, maybe. I don't have to prove anything to anyone anymore. Good words for a new beginning. Yeah? Let's hope we get to see one. Time to get comfortable in the sarcophagus.
Yes, part of me regrets not being able to stay, but another part is filled with curiosity about what's to come.
Once a scientist, always a scientist.
Right. I almost forgot to say, you didn't make such a mess of this mission after all. I usually don't like to be wrong, but this time, I'm happy that I was wrong about you.
Thank you for sticking with me and sacrificing your calling.
I'd never abandon the mission. You know that.
Yeah.
Good luck with the rescue team.
Jan, how are preparations? Is everything ready?
I'm ready.
And your altars? Are they well hidden?
Can I be sure you'll keep your part of the deal? I know about Patient 313, and many others, probably.
You do.
Is that how you're gonna treat my alters as well? And just erase their data if they happen to die?
No escaping my mistakes, it seems. Yes, I admit, unfortunate things happened. Very unfortunate. And I regret them deeply. I didn't want anyone to suffer. But it happened. I can't turn back the clock. All I can do, all we can do, is make sure this tragedy doesn't go to waste. We're so close to changing everything for the better. You can't let me down now.
You? What about my alters?
Your alters? I know you've grown close, but you need to think rationally. You know you can't give them a normal life on Earth. You'll never be able to do that. What you can do is make their existence really matter. Not just for you personally, but for a much bigger purpose. That's something we can only do together, you and me. Please, just think about it. Don't let emotions get the better of you.
No. I can't agree with that. They're thinking, feeling individuals, not byproducts we can reutilize.
Is that what you thought when you were creating them? Or is it just something you want to believe so you can feel better about yourself? Deep down, you know what's the most reasonable thing to do, and safest for you.
For me?
Yes. You are aware that if we don't follow this through as planned, I will have to disclose everything to the corporation?
What? No, why?
Because it would be the truth. About you. Using my knowledge against my intentions, taking advantage of my trust to break the law and do something inexplicable? For purely selfish reasons. You'd spend a lifetime in jail, be stigmatized by society, and as for your alters, well, like I said, they have no future anyway.
They'll never cooperate with you.
But they don't have to know. Whatever promises you made to them, remember, Jan, they are merely quantum simulations of your mind, draped in mortal human flesh. You owe them nothing. So I advise you to think this through very carefully. One false move, and you can destroy everything you've struggled for. Or you can come back safely and live your life as you want, a free man. All you need to do is simply smuggle your altars on board the ship as you were told to, and nothing else. Don't overthink it. Do the right thing.
So, this is it. Thanks for saving my life, and being a home for me, for us.
Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolsky. And we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
Ready to do it all over again, if needed.
What a champ. I wish I'd met you earlier. Operating that base, getting into the other side of the planet, collecting rupidium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
I'll tell you more when we land. We'll have a lot of time to talk, right?
Yeah, brace yourself. You'd better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beaten. Get that ready ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup on that CB. All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied Corp assets. Okay, let's get that rupidium loaded first.
On it, sir. Scanning for contamination. Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier. And the bioscanner readings.
Contamination?
I don't know. Organic traces.
Dosky, did you have a cat that climbed into a rupidium arc or anything?
I think my radio was broken.
Seriously? The readings scans show that there's signs of life inside this crate. And it's considerably heavier than the other ones. We can't just ignore it. You might be a hero, Dulski, but you need to cooperate.
I told you, I have nothing to declare.
Sir, sun's gonna rise any minute now.
Fine. We can't waste any more time on this. Get those arcs on board. All of them. Corporal, get back to the ship and escort Mr. Dulski to our premium suite for special guests. Sorry, Dulski, but we gotta keep an eye on you until we clear this matter. Now let's go get that base sorted.
How did I end up here? Is this path just a random sequence of events? Now I know that there's always another way. Choices. Wherever I go, they will be a part of me.
People are protesting against the inaction of the government, but also the Big Six corporations, which, despite public subsidies, have done nothing to solve the global food and water problem. Agatha Wilson, member of the board at Ally Corp, has condemned the violence and denied any responsibility for the attacks. Despite the ongoing fiasco of Ally Corp's space mining mission program, Ms. Wilson has expressed her confidence that finding Rapidium and bringing it to Earth is only a matter of time. Meanwhile, Dr. Terrence Maxwell, who recently left Ally Corp to start his own company overseas, has publicly spoken out about his former employers, calling them incompetent and counter-progressive.
Humanity has always looked to the outside world for solutions to its problems. We call ourselves Homo sapiens, a wise species. But have we reached our limits? What if the wise human could evolve into an inerrant one?
The interview received mixed reactions within the scientific community. We'll be talking about all those controversies to our experts shortly after the break.
Hello?
Jan, are you ready? Your driver should be there any minute.
You didn't have to send a driver for me. I know how to get to the airport.
Come on, you know you need to keep a low profile. Maxwell was very specific about it when he let you travel back to your place. You're gonna have much more freedom once you get back to us.
Yeah, I know. Low profile.
You didn't contact anybody, did you?
Who would I contact?
Fine. So, did you manage to pack all the things you wanted from your apartment?
Yeah. Not so many of them, it seems.
Okay then. Now, just so you know, your new passport is ready. Remember to use that one, okay?
Isn't that a bit much? I mean, I'm not a wanted criminal.
It's Maxwell's request. He wants to be on the safe side. That's why he got you a private charter. They're never too meticulous about those. But officially, you're a dead man, right? Ally Corp can never find out that your spacecraft made it back to Earth with Rapidium.
Is Maxwell planning to pretend forever that he doesn't have it?
I don't know. Maybe you should ask him about his plans. He can't wait for you to get back.
Yeah, he just wants me where he can control me.
Who can blame him? His new project is everything to him. Maybe they're not making progress as fast as he wished for, but once they get their hands on more Rapidium, Maxwell's new partners are planning to expand their space mining operations in the course of next year. You really should ask Maxwell in person about the details, though.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I think it's high time Maxwell fulfilled his promise and let me find out if my altars are safe. He's been taking his time with it.
I talked to him about that. He knows how important it is to you, but he wants to know your motives are pure. If you're fully dedicated to his undertaking.
Dedicated? What's that supposed to mean exactly?
Well, I think he's suggesting you should join them. Become part of the experiment yourself.
What?
Listen, just get on that plane and talk to Maxwell in person about it.
Fine. I'll talk to him.
Oh, and one more thing. I tried to get in touch with Lucas Pena, like you asked. Good news is, I managed to track him down. He's back in his hometown, working with local kids or something. Bad news is, he wouldn't respond to any of my messages. Blocked my number. But, of course, we can keep trying from a new one, if that's what you want.
No. Leave him be.
Okay, sure. Just got a message from your driver. He's waiting downstairs. You better get going, Jan. Get out of that old cramped apartment and embrace your new, exciting life. You ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.